Hello, welcome to Guidancy Education channel. In this video, we are continuing Class 12 Physics Chapter 1. The Chapter 1 is on electric charge and fields. We will see the topics that are discussed. Two problems on electric dipole. I have selected these two questions from previous year question paper. So this video will be of great use to you. So watch the video completely without skipping. And if you think the video is useful, do like the video, share the video with your friends who may also be benefited. If you have not yet subscribed my channel, do subscribe it now and also press the bell button so that you get intimated as soon as videos are posted. In case you develop some doubts, you can leave it in the comment box below. Also, see the description box where I give the details of the video. So thank you very much. Let us continue. We will do this problem now. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a distance is the electric dipole. Write an expression for dipole moment. It is very simple. P, the dipole moment, is equal to 2qa. Dipole moment is a vector. The direction is from negative q to positive q. Now we will pass on to the second question. This is negative q and this is positive q. But in this diagram, they have chosen to give the positive q on the left hand side and the negative q on the right hand side. No problem, we will understand it. Q is equal to 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. 2a is equal to 0.1 meter, equal to 10 raised to minus 1 meter. A is equal to 2a by 2, so equal to 10 raised to minus 1 by 2. And a square will be 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 2, the whole raised to 2. That is 10 raised to minus 2 by 4. Okay. A is at the midpoint of the axis of the electric dipole. B is a point on the axial line of the electric dipole and the extended line shows the direction of the dipole moment. Now C. AC is an equatorial line of the electric dipole. So C is a point on the equatorial line. So the second question consists of three sections or three cases. We don't need to derive the equation. We already know the equation. We can directly apply the equation and solve the problem. But before that, if you have not watched my video on derivation of expression for electric field along axial line and equatorial line, and one more video on problems related to these topics, click the I button in order to watch those videos. Now let us calculate electric field at midpoint E. It is equal to the total of electric field due to positive 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb and negative 10 raised to minus 8 coulomb. So it is E plus E equal to 2E. Equal to 2 into 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R square. That is 2 into 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by R square. What is R? R is at the midpoint. So 2a by 2. That is 0.1 divided by 2, which is 10 raised to minus 1 by 2. R square becomes 10 raised to minus 1 by 2 raised to 2. 10 raised to minus 1 by 2 raised to 2 will be 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 4. This 4 can be shifted to the numerator. So it will become 2 into 4 into 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 10 raised to minus 8, the whole divided by 10 raised to minus 2. 10 raised to minus 2 in the denominator and 10 raised to minus 8 in the numerator get cancelled and becomes 10 raised to minus 6. 10 raised to minus 6 and 10 raised to 9 becomes 10 raised to 3. So it becomes 2 into 4 into 9 into 10 raised to 3 equal to 72 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per Coulomb, which is equal to 7.2 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per Coulomb. This is the electric field at A, the midpoint of the electric dipole axis. This will be the direction of electric field. Electric field is a vector quantity. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Now let us pass on to calculate the electric field at point B. From the diagram you can understand point B is on the electric dipole axial line. We will directly use the formula. Electric field at axial line is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p r by r square minus a square the whole raised to 2. Here p is not given. Instead q and 2a are given. So we will substitute that. So this becomes equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught becomes 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 2p. So 2p is q2a. Q is 10 raised to minus 8. 2a is equal to 0.1 meter, that is 10 raised to minus 1 into r. The distance is from the midpoint to B, that becomes 0.05 plus 0.05 becomes 0.1. So again into 10 raised to minus 1 the whole divided by r square. 10 raised to minus 1 raised to 2 minus a square. A square is 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 2. That is half of 2a. The whole raised to 2. Then the whole raised to 2. This will become equal to 10 raised to minus 8 and 10 raised to minus 1. This is 10 raised to minus 9. And this 10 raised to 9 will get cancelled. So we can write 2 into 9 into 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 raised to 2 minus 10 raised to minus 1 by 2 raised to 2 becomes 10 raised to minus 2 by 4 raised to 2 equal to 18 into 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 1 raised to 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 raised to 2 will be 10 raised to minus 4 minus 0.25 raised to 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 equal to 18 into 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 10 raised to minus 4 into 1 minus 0.25 the whole raised to 2 equal to 18 into 10 raised to minus 1 and 10 raised to minus 4 becomes 10 raised to minus 3 in the denominator. So 18 divided by 10 raised to minus 3 into 1 minus 0.25 raised to 2. This becomes 18 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 0.75 raised to 2, which is equal to 18 into 10 raised to 3 by 0.5625. That becomes 31.99 into 10 raised to 3, which can be written as 3.2 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per Coulomb. So electric field at B, that is along axial line, is equal to 3.2 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per Coulomb. The direction of the electric field is along the direction of the dipole moment. In some books they have calculated it in another way. Electric field at B due to positive Q added to electric field at B due to negative Q. The distance of the point B from the two charges have to be considered correctly and accordingly. Then the electric field at B will be electric field due to positive Q minus electric field due to negative Q. You will get the same value. It might also look easy, but I personally prefer following the equation because writing the equation itself will fetch you some mark. Different steps also carry marks. But if you find applying the formula very difficult, you might follow this easy method. It is better than skipping the question. Okay, fine. Now let us pass on to the next section. Now electric field at point C, which is along the equatorial line, and we have the expression for equatorial line 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square plus A square the whole raised to 3 by 2, which on simplification becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q2A divided by R square into 3 by 2 plus A square into 3 by 2. This further becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2A by R raised to 3 plus A raised to 3. Substituting the values, we have 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 10 raised to minus 8 into 10 raised to minus 1. That is 2A. The whole divided by R raised to 3 is 10 raised to minus 1 raised to 3 plus A is equal to 10 raised to minus 1 by 2. That is half of 2A. The whole raised to 3. Look at this equation, 10 raised to 9 and this 10 raised to minus 8 and 10 raised to minus 1 get cancelled. So it becomes 9 by 10 raised to minus 1 is equal to 0.1 raised to 3 plus 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 1 is 0.05 raised to 3. This becomes 9 by 0.15. These two quantities are added up. The whole raised to 3. This becomes equal to 9 by 0.00375. This is a small quantity, so this can simply be omitted. So this becomes equal to 9 Newton per coulomb. So electric field at point C is equal to 9 Newton per coulomb. This problem also can be done using another formula which we arrived when we derived this equation. What was that? Electric field at equatorial line is equal to 2Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R square plus A square into cos theta. Here the given triangle is an equilateral triangle. You find all the three sides equal. So we know that theta, this angle, is equal to 60 degrees. So cos theta becomes cos 60, which is equal to 1 by 2. So by following this equation also, you can get the same value. Okay, I hope it is clear. If you consider my video useful, please consider subscribing my channel and also sharing it with your friends who may also be benefited. Do not forget to give it a like. If you have any doubts, you can leave your comments in the comment box below. We will meet in the next video with another important topic like this. Till then, bye. Thank you.